Are light body and consciousness the same things? Thank you.
I think the light body is a result of your consciousness. I think the light body manifests itself here in third density and in other dimensions as a result of consciousness. If there was no consciousness there, would there be a light body? Maybe for a while. But the consciousness would have to be there. Now, remember when we go back to a couple webinars ago where we talked about the creation of DNA. First, what happens is that there's an intention. That intention creates a gravity wave, drawing to it atoms and all the other photons, everything that it needs to create physical matter, DNA. Once the DNA appears, there is an energy field around it. Now, they have been able to extract the DNA out of this field, and the gravity wave remained for a time. Okay, but after a while, that gravity wave would go away because the intention was no longer there to fuel the gravity wave. And the gravity wave could be perceived as a light body. Okay, so are they one and the same? They exist together, but can they exist individually? No. But first is consciousness, though. And consciousness is essentially your intention to be. That's the only way I know how to answer that question. Okay. You know, I saw this many years ago. In the late 90s and the early 2000s, when, you know, metaphysics was all the rage, and everybody wanted, well, not everybody, but a lot of people wanted to be metaphysical, you know, and they weren't really, because they didn't really know themselves, but they talked the talk, they talked the language, you know, and they would say things like that. Oh, you're such a light. You know, the light is what people perceive about you, but who you truly are is always a matter of character. Okay, what your character is really who you are. Okay, your light body is like a reputation. It's who people think you are. It isn't who you are, it's who people think you are. Okay, there is a vast difference between the two. So your intentions is your character. That's the source from which you create. Your light body is a result of your character. And having said that, let me just say this. Your words should always match your deeds. Okay? And your deeds should always match your words. You don't ever separate them. Okay? Because that's where you get reputation. It's what everybody thinks you are or who you are, when in fact it isn't who you are. Okay? It's important to know the difference, especially today with social media. With so much social media, you really don't know who the hell is who. Okay, and having said that, let me just add this one little piece of story. I'm not on Facebook. I mean, I know that James has created a site, okay, but I'm not on it. Okay, I don't answer it. I don't log into it. Someone else created a page for me too that goes back a couple of years, an honor page or whatever it's called. I'm not on that either. I'm not on social media. And there's a part of me that wants absolutely nothing to do with it. I get people constantly sending me that they want me to be on link. Folks, I don't do it. And I've said this in the past. I don't want anything to do with social media. Okay, all those things were created to create individual profiles on every single one of you by the intelligence agencies. Okay, Twitter was started by the NSA, Facebook by the CIA. End of story. I'm not interested, okay, with any of that stuff. I've had enough trouble. Thank you. So I just felt like I needed to say that, because if you're talking to somebody on Facebook that's me, it is not me. I'm telling you that straight away. Okay?